guys, Cassie here. Welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween. Now, I don't know about you, but it doesn't really seem very festive up in here, so I think we should change that. Perfect. I got my cat dog onesie. We've got dog up here, as you can see, and we've got cat down here. See him? Alright, so now that we are fully in Halloween spirit, we can get on with the Halloween Booktube tag. This tag was created by somebody, and I am a dummy and forgot to look up who that person was. So I'm just gonna put their name right here on the screen, and I will link their channel down below. Thank you to whoever created this tag. It's a fun one. There are 7 questions to this tag, so let's get into it. Question number 1, which book would you carve up and light on fire? Preferably all of the books in this series, but this was the only one my library happened to have in stock, which kind of makes me sad because that means that everyone's reading the other ones. Plus everyone else who picked up the books are also using them for a YouTube video to make fun of how dumb they are, in which case, good job you guys. Keep it going. Next question, trick or treat? Which character is a trick and which character is a treat? I would say that Lucy from the Selection series is an absolute treat. She is a sweetheart. She is just like adorable and cute as a little freaking button, and I love her. And for trick, I went with Margot Roth Spiegelman from Paper Towns. I mean, it says like right here at the end of the prologue, Margot always loved mysteries, and in everything that came afterward, I could never stop thinking that maybe she loved mysteries so much that she became one. That sounds pretty tricky to me. Question number 3, candy corn. What book is always sweet? Now, it's been a really long time since I've read this book, but Waiting for You by Suzanne Colasanti, I remember being just a really sweet read. This was the first book I ever read from her, and I wasn't a big fan of her writing style personally. She writes in, what is it that bugged me? I think she writes in like present tense or something, and very, very casually from like a teenager's perspective, and it was just, it kind of like took me by surprise because I'm not used to reading stuff like that, and it wasn't my favorite, but I kept this book because I just remember really liking the romance in it. In fact, I really want to read it again sometime because it was, by the end of it, I really enjoyed it, and it was just like a really sweet romance. Question number 4, ghost. What character would you like to visit you as a ghost? So for this, I have 3 characters in mind, and I couldn't really decide. Mostly, I just thought it would be fun to have someone who is funny. So the first person that came to mind in that was Emmett Cullen from Twilight, because he's just goofy and fun, and if you're gonna have a ghost visit you for like a day, I don't know, why not have some fun with it? Another character I thought of was Lucian, I think I'm pronouncing that right, from Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. I was gonna say Epic Adventure. Lucian was just a really like sweet guy, and I don't know, he was barely even in this story for more than like 2 chapters, but I just really liked him, and I don't know, he seems like a kind, just nice soul to hang out with for a while. But at the end of the day, the most likely option that I would actually choose, I think, would probably be Clay Jensen from 13 Reasons Why. I just really, really like Clay a lot. He's probably one of my favorite like male protagonists ever, I guess. I don't know, that's a pretty bold statement. I mean, I was thinking in books, not like in any kind of media, but even so, that's a little too far. Maybe not ever, but I do really like Clay a lot, and I don't know, I just think it would be interesting, I guess, to hang out with him. I feel like we would get along well, we could like be friends, and yeah, I just like him. Question number 5, dressing up in costume. Which character would you like to be for a day? For that, I'm going to have to say Daisy from Royals, and that's because Miles, obviously. Am I right, ladies? No, but seriously, Miles is really freaking adorable, and I love him, so it'd be pretty awesome to get to date Miles for a day. But honestly, a lot of the books that I read are like really heavy, and like The Hunger Games, for example, is one of my favorite series, but would I want to be Katniss for a day? Like, not really. I mean, PETA. But for the most part, I don't really want to lead a rebellion for a day and have the president trying to kill me. So I'd rather go with Daisy, because her life is complicated, but not really in a way that, like, being her for a day would be stressful. Like, it would just be fun. It would be fun to have her life for a day. It wouldn't necessarily be fun to have her life for a lifetime. So, but another good option I came up with this, which would be equally exciting and unique, would be Elizabeth from, I almost just said Jane Austen because I'm reading that, from Pride and Prejudice. It would be super fun to be Elizabeth from Pride and Prejudice for a day, because it's, you know, it's a historical fiction, and so it would be just a whole unique experience, I guess, to be in her world in that time period, and all the like pretty dresses and Mr. Darcy. In case you can't tell, I kind of like romance a little bit. Question number 6, Wizards and Witches. What is your favorite Harry Potter moment? Wow, that is real shiny. I got this book from the library also, which is why it's covered in shiny plastic stuff. Because, don't sue me, but I haven't read the Harry Potter series. I have watched all of the movies, but even that has been quite a while since I've watched them all, so it's kind of hard to pick like my favorite moment. I will say that I have always really loved Neville, and I loved the moment he got in, I think it was Deathly Hallows, either part 1 or part 2 in the movie, where he kind of got to have his heroic moment, and that was really cool because I just have a soft spot for Neville. I also remember in one of them, I can't even remember which one it was, I feel like it might have been Goblet of Fire? There was a moment where either Ron or Harry or both were like kind of drunk on this love elixir stuff, and I remember that part being super funny, but it's been so long since I've seen the movie that I don't even remember why it was funny or like what the line was that cracked me up so much. I just remember that I liked that part. So, oh, I just thought of another line that absolutely slays me. Is, I don't even remember what movie it's in, but Ron wakes up from a nightmare and he says, "Spiders, they want me to tap dance. I don't want to tap dance." And Harry says, "Well, you tell those spiders, Ron." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll tell them." And then he goes back to bed, and I love that line. It is hilarious, and it killed me the first time I saw it. I'm literally dead right now. And question number 7 is Blood and Gore. What's a book that was so creepy you had to take a break from reading it? I honestly don't have an answer for this question because I've never really read anything that is all that creepy. So I just, like, that's never happened to me. So I will go totally off script and say Harper's Island, which is not a book. It is a television miniseries, and it's amazing. And if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it right now. It is the perfect Halloween evening thing to watch. Not that you're gonna watch the whole thing in one evening because it's like 13 hours long, but give it a shot. I remember when this show first came out, or at least when it first came onto Netflix. Maybe it was when it was airing. I don't know. I was kind of a wuss when I was younger. I didn't like scary things at all. I mean, I was afraid of Lost. So I don't know if I watched Harper's Island right when it came out, but when I did watch it, it was one of the first times that I really like got into something that was like spooky. And I remember staying up so freaking late. It was so late. It was a school night. I consciously knew that I needed to go to sleep and how stupid it was that I was not going to sleep because I had to go to school the next morning. It was like, I'm exhausted. And I also consciously knew that this show was scaring the freaking crap out of me. You know, it's the middle of the night, so I'm the only person awake in my entire house. I'm alone in my bedroom with my laptop and all the lights out, and I'm exhausted on a school night, and I just literally could not keep myself from pressing the next episode button. Like, people always joke about how you like say, oh, just one more episode, and then that episode ends and you're like, oh, just one more episode. I think this was like the first time that was like, the struggle was real for me. I literally like couldn't stop. Like, I was sitting there laughing at myself while pressing the button, going, this is so freaking stupid, I'm so tired, and this is so scary, and I'm never gonna be able to sleep, but I can't stop. It was also one of those moments where you know it's literally impossible for you to watch all of these episodes right now because there literally isn't enough time in the night to do it, but you just say, I don't know, let's try. It's so stupid because you know you can't, because there aren't 13 hours left in the evening for you to do that, but you just give it a shot anyway because you can't stop. So that doesn't answer the question at all, because it's not a book and I didn't stop watching it. Quite the opposite. I literally couldn't stop watching it. So I don't know why I even told you that story, but whatever. I mean, I can do whatever I want. I can answer these questions however I want, because in case you haven't heard, this is America. But yeah, freedom, yo. I'm way too white to say that. Okay, moving on. Well, that is the end of this tag. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more videos from me in the future, subscribe below. I post new videos every Tuesday and Thursday, except for today because it's Wednesday, but it's Halloween. So I figured, you know, it's more fun for this video to come out on Halloween than the day after Halloween. So whatever, we're doing what we want because yet again, freedom, yo. My debut novel, Keep No Record, is available for purchase on Amazon. Check it out before the sequel arrives. And that's it. I'll see y'all next time and have a happy Halloween. Wish you could see his face better, but you can't see him unless I stand like this. I guess I could have done the whole video like this. Anyway, bye.